Hi, Alan Cowgill. And when I became a teacher, I needed to make sure that I knew all the rules and regulations for the whole country and Canada too. And in order to do that, since I'm not an attorney and I don't give legal advice, I had to hire an SEC attorney to research every state out there and also Canada. And what happened is, along the way, well, first off, when the attorney got done with the project, he called me up and he said, "Hey, I want to thank you." And I said, "Why is that?" He said, "Well, I'm moving into my new house and you just bought it." Well, I about hit the floor, because that's not what you want to hear from anybody, but that gives you the indication of the moral obligation I had to you to make sure you were safe when it comes to funding your real estate deals using private lenders, which I consider the best, easiest, cheapest, and the safest way to fund your deals. What happened is he was doing this research, is he found out a very unique way for us to work with private lenders. You see, in every single state, we can go out and borrow money from people that we know. And but if you want to work with strangers, then there is some rules out there that you have to follow. You can advertise to work with strangers, but you have to follow some rules, which many times is filling out paperwork and paying a small fee. What happened was my attorney in this research found out what the SEC determines is the difference between what I call family, friends, and associates, people that you know, and what the SEC calls people that you have a prior relationship with, versus a stranger. And the difference is this: you have to know somebody for 30 days, and you have to have 3 contacts with them. We call those touches. So those touches could be face-to-face, obviously, or on the phone, or email, or even social media. Two-way street, though, so they have to get back with you. You can't just flood people with information and then go from there and think you got yourself covered, because that's not it. You can ask for money on the 4th touch and the 31st day, according to the SEC. So what that did was it birthed a home study system for my student, and it's actually the hottest home study system that I've got right now. It's called the 3-touch rule. And what I did was I created a fat manual on what you can and can't do. I also recorded my SEC attorney, and we came up with 4 audios to teach people about a specific offering and general solicitation, some terms I know you aren't probably familiar with, but that's the purpose of the system, so you are familiar with those terms, which are SEC terms. And he actually told me those are the best audios he has ever done. Not just for me, for anybody. It's the best he's ever done, those 4 audios. So he was tickled at what we had done. And then obviously there's a form CD, and on that form CD what I did was I created 3 presentations. You got to have 3 touches with the lender, potential lender, the stranger, if you will. And then I also created how to advertise if you're going to bring these strangers into a training session, but you cannot ask for money, and that's what the system is all about, to get you to the point to where you can ask for money and be safe. And so, and there's more. There's a lot more on the form CD than what I have time to get into. But I just wanted to briefly let you know about this system and how my students can't wait to get their hands on it. It's a digital system, so you click the button, you're going to get it instantly, so you can start right now learning about the 3-touch rules and then applying it. I get great feedback from my students. They love it. I hope you become one of my students and get your hands on this system. Okay? To your wealth.